Hi, I'm Jon McGregor, and this is my new story collection. This isn't the sort of thing that happens to someone like you. This story is called We Were Just Driving Around. We were just driving around. It was late in the evening, but it was still light. We'd been out for hours, and it was one of those nights when it seemed like basically it was never going to get dark. We hadn't seen anyone around, and a couple of times when we'd stopped and got out, it had been totally quiet, like normal. We had the music turned up loud in the car, and it made things seem sort of hectic or like picturesque, with how far you could see across the fields, and the speed, and the light, and the music. Like when you're walking around with headphones on, and it makes everything seem like a film. Like that. Anyway, Josh was talking about setting up a business selling handmade snacks. He said he wasn't going to go to university. He was going to make his fortune straight out of school. His big idea was you could get these like gourmet snacks made to order right there in the shop. It'd be like the deli counter of the munchie world, he was saying. He was laughing about it, but he was totally serious. He was laughing because he thought it was so brilliant. Any flavour you want, he was saying. Any snack you want. I'll be a millionaire. He sounded like someone off The Apprentice. He was listing all the snacks he could think of, crisps and pretzels and Bombay mix and popcorn, and what they were all made of, and he was talking about how the economics of it were brilliant. Pennies into pounds, my friends. He kept shouting that. Pennies into pounds. He was shouting because the music was so loud, but also because he was so excited about it. I didn't really get it. Anyway, Tom wanted to know if this shop was going to be located around here, and if so, then where did Josh think his customer base was going to come from? Didn't look like Josh had thought about that. He waved his hand around a bit, meaning, like around here somewhere? I don't know yet, he said. There's people around though. There's like a widely distributed customer base, yeah? He pointed to a farmhouse over on the right, 3 or 4 fields away, and then another one a bit further off, the other side of the river. The lights in the windows were just coming on, so it must have been a bit darker by then than it seemed. There you go, he said. That's 2 of them right there. Tom said, what, are you going to do it like mobile? A mobile crisp van? Josh leaned over and punched him in the shoulder, and it was sort of a play punch, but he sort of meant it as well. No one said anything for a minute. It was just the music, and the sound of the tyres on the road. I wasn't even sure where we were. I could see the red lights of some television mast or something, and the sky all shadowy blue behind it. We went over a little bridge, and it felt like the tyres left the road for a second. I don't think Josh even knew where we were going. Josh said, come on, mate, this is serious. This is totally serious. This is going to work, yeah? It's like a totally unfulfilled market niche, and I'll be filling in that niche, big time. That got us laughing for a bit, about Josh filling in an unfulfilled niche. Tom wouldn't let it go, though. He was giving it all the economic model, and the population density, and the vulnerability of depending on impulse purchases, and Josh was all nodding, but then he goes, Tom, mate, you don't get it. You don't get it. I'm talking about handmade, gourmet snack products, made to order, like locally sourced. They'll come pouring in from every direction. They'll be queuing up outside. He cut the music, and he put on this solemn face and a deep voice like from a film trailer, and he goes, if you fry it, they will come. That set us off laughing again. The state we were in didn't take much. Plus, Josh had this very high-pitched laugh that was pretty infectious, and once he'd got us all going, it was just about impossible to stop. It just kept sort of growing, getting louder and louder, like something sort of swelling up until it filled the car and we couldn't hardly breathe, and the noise of it was making me dizzy. And then Amanda said, Josh, will you slow down a bit? And he turned around to ask what she'd said, so that must have been how come he never saw the corner.